Alright, so this is a bit of a continuation video from yesterday when I was talking about how, online competitions don't give us many incentives to actually compete in them. Pokemon could, do something a little bit better perhaps. Just to tell people that, hey, this is an online competition. There's some sweet prizes if you compete. You don't even have to put much effort into it. Just compete and you can actually win this prize. That also got me thinking yesterday. Why can't we have, why can't they just give away certain Pokemon, just like as little prizes with, certain Pokemon with, little gimmicks to them that would make them so awesome? I mean, I'm going to talk about Lance's Dragonite from before. I mean, Lance's Dragonite had Barrier, and most people don't use Barrier, except on some certain movesets, etc. And Dragonite doesn't really need to use Barrier. But the fact that Dragonite could learn Barrier, I mean, for those people who wanted a strange Dragonite moveset, well, it got Barrier. So why couldn't we have something like that, for example? Especially talking about it before with the Zoroark that learned Sludge Bomb, that gave Zoroark something to use against fairy types. One of its biggest weaknesses were fairy types. And a Zoroark with Sludge Bomb, you just don't expect a Zoroark with Sludge Bomb at all. You do not predict it. You cannot expect it. It's completely out of the ballpark, and it was so awesome. I wish I had one. I wish I had one that could be used competitively. But the one I have is, jolly natured, so not exactly a special attack. But in any case, I talked to a few of my tacticians. I asked them to leave some suggestions, and they left me some crazy ideas. So, first of all, we're going to be looking at Komala, or Komala, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Komala with Slack Off. That all I can think is, why can't Komala learn Slack Off to begin with? It's already sleeping. It's already, really lazy, really tired, just sitting there, just on the verge of falling asleep at any second for the rest of its life. Why can't it learn Slack Off? That would actually make it make a lot of sense with Komala. Just to slack off there, just sit there for a while, just take a snooze and just, slack off. It would give it so much healing potential right off the bat. Just give Komala Slack Off. Just host an event where we have to compete, and in 3 weeks we get a Komala with Slack Off. I will happily wait 3 weeks to get my Komala with Slack Off. Now, moving on to number 2, I was given Rotom Wash with Scald. Why don't we have this? Why don't we have this, Game Freak? Seriously, give us Rotom Wash with Slack Off. It's not that hard, Game Freak. Just give us Rotom Wash with Slack Off, okay? Or not Rotom Wash with Slack Off. No, Rotom Wash with Scald. It makes sense for Rotom Wash from. It's a washing machine. It's scalding hot water. But in any case, we're going to be moving on to number 3 here, and it was Tauros with Head Charge. This actually makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. I'm surprised that Game Freak doesn't include it. I mean, Buffalont is a bull. Tauros is a bull. Why doesn't Tauros get Head Charge as well? I mean, it makes sense with a bull Pokemon. So why doesn't the original bull Pokemon get Head Charge? So that's going to be number 3 here. That's going to be number 3. Number 4, this one was a bit of out there. I'm like, why would Dusknoir want Drain Punch? And then it got me thinking, Dusknoir has a lot of punching moves. I think he's got, he's got Brick Break. I believe he's got, he's got Focus Punch. He's got Fire Punch. I believe he's got Ice Punch. He's got Power Up Punch. Oh my goodness, he's got Shadow Punch. Oh my lord, he's got Sucker Punch, Thunder Punch. Okay, so there is a good reason why he should get Drain Punch. Just give him the punch, all right? Just give him the Drain Punch. Just let him have Drain Punch, all right? Just give Dusknoir Drain Punch. He's already got all the other punching moves. Just give him Drain Punch just to round out all the elementals that he's got. Then number 5, I was given or at least number 5, one of the suggestions was Escavalier with Leech Life. That actually doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but then again, when I actually look at the stats, the fact that Escavalier, you can't really see the stats down below, but Escavalier has quite a high set of defensive stats. It's got 105 in the physical and special defense stat. And even though it's really super slow, that Leech Life would actually give him a lot of firepower. And combo with the Swarm ability, I believe he's got Swarm. Yeah, combo with the Swarm ability, he could make a lot of damage. He could do a lot of damage with that Leech Life ability. Or not Leech Life ability, Leech Life move. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to number 6 before anyone, you know, to ask me how can I stutter on something that I'm staring right at, and it's gonna be Claydol with Recover. So this one actually, I don't really understand the reasoning why Claydol would want Recover, but then again, you know, I think maybe it could actually help between Claydol's Levitate ability and Psychic and Ground typing. Giving Claydol the Recover move would actually be a boon to Claydol. Because not only could he set up, he could also recover his health while setting up, increasing his defensive capabilities and offensive capabilities at the same time, while giving him massive sustainability over the long term of the battle. But this is in any case, these are just spitball ideas that I was suggested by my tacticians. So once again, going down the line, we got Komala with Slack Off, then we got Rotom Wash Form with Scald, Tauros with Head Charge, Dusknoir with Drain Punch, Escavalier with Leech Life, and then we got Claydol with Recover. So those were just a few of the moves and you know, moves to Pokemon. There were a few other suggestions, like I believe one of them was like the Chikorita line getting Strength Sap. I mean, I think that would make Chikorita just super overpowered. But then again, if there's anything I could appreciate, it's seeing a starter becoming super overpowered. And I can always appreciate a good Meganium, you know, using Strength Sap. But in any case, what about you, tacticians? Do you guys have any crazy movesets in mind? Because I believe there is one moveset that I think was also suggested to me, and it was just too crazy, but you know what, I'm going to include it anyway. So 3, 2, 1, boop! And boop! Alright, this is going to be the last one that I was suggested. Somebody suggested to me Garchomp with Dragon Dance. And all I can think is, are you insane? Garchomp is already overpowered enough as it. It is literally the perfect competitive Pokemon. It doesn't need Dragon Dance. But for the sake of shenaniganry and for the fact that I want to add just another insanely silly moveset. Let's just give Garchomp. You know what? Let's host an event and have Garchomp learn Dragon Dance for just this one time. Give players a Garchomp with Dragon Dance. I don't care if we can't use them officially in competitions, but you know, for personal battles, I can see myself throwing a focus sash onto a Garchomp for that Dragon Dance. Let's just make Garchomp even more dangerous than it already is. So if you guys have some crazy suggestions and you just want to see one of these insane moves, or you know, one of these Pokemon with an out of the box crazy move that it can't normally learn, can't ever get naturally, whether by TM, tutor, egg moves, whatever, and you just want to give that Pokemon that one move for whatever reason, put it in the comments down below. Maybe I'll do a follow-up of this. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you tacticians another day. Bye-bye!
When you've reached the point where you can't go on, just come to me, you'll be safe from harm. If you trust in me, then I'll trust in you. There's nothing more that I need to do. If you put your hands in front of mine, we'll be shining through one